John, roll call.
Roll call, Kevin? Here. Gary?
Here.
Deb?
Here.
John? Here. And Bill?
Here. Approval of the agenda. There's one change that I have on the agenda, and it'll be after payment of the bills, security. The mayor has brought us a quote for security at the airport. We'll discuss it at that time. And John, you will not have to do the budget tonight?
Correct. Right. Just touch on it, but that'll be it, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has everybody had a chance to read the minutes that I sent out to the agenda on the first time wrong and the second time right?
I make a motion we approve minutes as submitted. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
John, financial report?
Financial report for the Greensburg Municipal Airport. We've got the three separate accounts. The current balance for our airport improvement account, $669,640.24. Our aviation rotary fuel account, $113,766.11. Airport operations account, $430,646.69. The total of all three is just slightly different than what's reflected on your paper. The total of all three, $1,214,053.04.
Okay. All right. Update on construction, Mr. Andrew Maximovich replacing Mr. John Fleischer.
How is everybody?
Great.
Good. Just got a couple of action items for you. Listed at the top of the agenda. You have a construction progress meeting that actually took place yesterday. There's some notes here. You guys can go through that. I guess some highlights are, I did find out the grooving date. Bill, is September 28th.
September 20th?
The grooving.
September 28th?
Correct.
August 28th. September, it'll be way before September 28th.
Well, hang on, let me check. He texted me. Let me check. No, it's August 28th.
Okay.
So you're right. At this point, we've got the old runway closed on the 5th. New one is opening on the 19th roughly, and then we've got a ribbon cutting date of the 23rd.
At 10:30.
So those are the highlights there on that. If you guys want to read through the progress meeting notes, you can. There's various questions and concerns and information that's brought up. But it looks good. I was just out there, got my shoes all dusty. On my way, I got caught by one of your famous trains coming out of Honda.
So you say ribbon cutting was 9:23?
Yes,
That's a Saturday morning.
that's correct.
At 10:30.
Is that still being coordinated with the mayor's office?
Yes.
Okay,
Kristen's in charge of it.
because there was, it looked like an October date.
That's the rain date.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
So we do have a rain date?
Yes.
What is that?
It's in my notes on my desk. I think it's October 25th.
October 25th?
I think so.
These notes say first priority 9:23, second priority 10:21.
If that's notes from Colin, then yes.
Okay. Okay. So those are the two dates there. All right. So we have a couple of pay requests there, Bill, for you with that big clip on it, right underneath your agenda. There's some sign here's on it. First one is AIP 20, pay request number 14, the amount of $186,211.70, which is 100% federally funded for the runway 119 paving and lighting phase. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion to approve AIP 20 for $186,211.70.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved.
Excellent. Item 2, motion to approve AIP 21, pay request number 7, in the amount of $1,567,686.81. That one is a federal share of $1,410,918. State share is $78,384.34, and your local share is $78,384.47. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion, we approve AIP 21, FAA partial pay request number 7 in those amounts listed.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved.
Appreciate that. Number 3, that is just the contractor's parks estimate number 6 for O'Mara. And that's how we essentially split this amount up, or the whole construction amount up, between grants 20 and 21, because the FAA didn't have enough money to fund the whole thing. So item number 3 is approving the O'Mara number 6 for $1,684,172.65.
I make a motion to approve contractor's progress estimate number 6 and the amount listed.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved.
Bill, I do have like a separate contractor's parks estimate in that stack. I don't remember if it's the one with the red tag or not, but it's got sign here's on there, and that's also included in both pay requests. So if you sign all those, that'll be spectacular.
We need a motion,
They already approved it, so we just need your
so I'll
signature.
just sign it then.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the next item is the ALP update with new runways, existing jet apron, taxiways, and hangars. And that larger sheet that you've got there shows the area in question. I circled the area with a green highlighter so it stands out at you. Essentially, what we're trying to do is add an apron area to allow Category Charlie 2 aircraft to be able to function and turn around. Right now, you don't have an area like that. So they would go down the connector from the taxiway towards the existing terminal building, and they wouldn't be able to turn around very well. It's not safely, and definitely not without probably blowing some doors off some hangars, because these are, you know, your Gulfstream type aircraft. I showed Bill a video from some of our software. The wing tips actually extend over the taxiway safety area. They're almost to the object-free area. So it's kind of it's a very tight area. And so what you have circled there is an addition to kind of the mouth of that taxiway, which would allow multiple jet aircraft of that category to park there and turn around, to be serviced and turn around. The alternative, if that wasn't there, would be for them to taxi south on the old runway and turn around on the little bump out that's there. And you know, that's just not efficient. That's, you know, 3/4 of a mile out of their way. Somebody's probably going to end up doing it anyway and get caught down there. But in addition to that, there's a future development area just to the west we're proposing the taxiway apron Charlie 2 turnaround area, and that includes some hangars and some terminal area, etc. So we just need a motion to approve that so that we can get it over to the FAA and update your ALP.
Question, that area circled in green, that encompasses the current turnaround area on the north side of the old runway, is that right?
So there's going to be an area that's going to be cut off, like the northernmost portion is
Right.
going to be cut off. And so this area is,
It's a cutoff area. So you can agree here.
Just where the current turnaround is on the old runway,
no, it's actually way down
or
here.
down here? Okay, so this is cut off.
So this is what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
So they've got taxi south.
Got it.
Turn around. Yeah,
Got it,
so
okay.
this is going to be removed as part of this closure, so that'll be gone.
Got it.
So this ingress area here, if you're tight, that's
So the ALP covers these two areas? Okay.
and this area here. So it's kind of a future development area.
Okay.
Will they include 2 acres behind the bowling alley?
That I don't know. I'll have to check on that for you, Bill.
I'd like to see that?
I'll make it.
Did that make us a good ramp space?
When discussion's over, I'd like to move that we approve the ALP.
Second.
That's just right.
Motion and second.
Well, he's checking on it. Can we approve this and then still add the 2 acres behind the bowling alley?
Yeah, that can be added.
Okay. All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 I approved.
Okay.
Okay.
Next item is we have this new land grant that'll reimburse for your core 4 parcels. We do have the grant. It was a wet grant, as you are aware, and so we had to have wet signatures on it because that's the proper way to record land acquisition. And so that grant is fully complete, fully executed. It's loaded in the system, and we are working with Victor to do a one drawdown and closeout. So it'll be all parcels, the full funding amount. And I did talk to Cora today. Bill, you did sign the grant, so she's okay with that. It's across the hall getting signatures. So once that's done, we'll have a federal share reimbursement of $2,062,860 and a state share of $114,603. So that's good news. Your bipartisan infrastructure funding, this Charlie 2 apron is what we're attempting to fund with that. So if there are, we'll have to see how that shakes out as far as estimates, because you know, that bill varies from year to year. You haven't used it yet, so you have quite a chunk sitting there. But
They will be concrete too, right?
I'll ask about that. Okay. You know, sometimes there's an advantage one way or another, depending on size, and I don't know where that's more of an engineered question, but sometimes it's more cost effective depending on prices of asphalt to use concrete.
But, Paul said he didn't like jets sitting on blacktop in hot weather.
Yeah, that's
They will
another
sink down in.
function, absolutely. Yeah, they will sink. They will dent asphalt for sure.
Comment, jet fuel melts asphalt.
That's another issue, correct?
That's a good idea. We melt it, put in new.
Let's see. And you already approved that terminal layout, so that's it. That's all the items I have. Are there any questions?
I have none. I'm impressed.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Jerry Scheidler.
Well, things at the airport are pretty much kind of busy right now with all the crop dusters and so on, getting a lot of fuel sold. The big news this month is this morning we took delivery of our new mower, only 6 months late. So I put about 4 or 5 hours on today and it's doing fine. I think it's going to do us a good job. So,
We have a place to park it.
I would like to have a place to park it permanently. Right now, I've borrowed a hangar from someone who has their plane out for a while right now. It's not rather inconvenient. I have to unhook the mower from the tractor to put it in there. You know, if we had a building big enough, we could just leave it all hooked up because it's kind of a chore hooking the thing up. But something we need to be thinking about, doing something somewhere to have a home for it. We have some places available that are of no use otherwise as far as land that we could do something like that. So, something to be thinking about, or if the sooner the better, we could do something. So I hate seeing anything sitting out in the weather myself. Other than that, that's about all I got.
Okay. Colin, budget?
Yeah, the budget, we'll have next month the budget on paper here to bring you. The city council is going to, Amy and I and Bill, we sat down and tweaked the budget, and the city council is going to go through it, and pending their approval, we'll have it next week to present to the board. So it's actually the city council's budget to approve. We'll have that on paper for you next month.
Hangars of the future, Kevin. What about what you've done?
I've talked to a local contractor, Junior Kemp, about possibly getting us an estimate for 10 T-hanger building. And he has currently got a rough drawing and is working on getting us an estimate.
And Morton, I got in contact with Morton, they were out and talking to Jerry and I the other day, they were gonna come back with an estimate in a couple of weeks or so. They wanted to check with their engineering department. Okay, payment of the bills. Everybody get a chance to review them?
Amy has an addition for us on our bill
Yes.
here.
I have one more bill that we got today, and if we can approve this along with the approval of the bills, that would be appreciated, so I can go ahead and get that paid. It's from Assured Partners. It's our property insurance as well as inland marine insurance, which covers our mowers, and then auto insurance, which I think goes for the truck that's out there. It's for $2,238, which is actually less than last year.
Okay.
I don't know how that happened, but we're gonna check on that. And Jerry, if you can get me an invoice for the mower,
Well,
'Cause
no
I'm
one said
gonna assume
anything
they
to us
want-
about- No one said anything about paying for it.
I'm assuming they want paid, so.
We'll get one.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. They probably put it on my bill.
There you go.
Well, you can pay for it.
I have a motion to approve the bills.
Quick question, and I'm just curious. The fuel bill from Premier is up a little bit. I just wondered, are we burning
You
more
build
fuel
up the
for?
tractor, is that right?
We've got a 110-gallon tank on the truck, and it got low. I had to come out and refill that and fill the tractor at the same time. That's where the extra expense is.
Thank you, that's all. Curious.
If there's no further discussion, I'll move we pay the bills as listed with Amy's addition for the insurance.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved. Security. The mayor brought me in a quote from H&B Systems out of Lawrenceburg, and he kind of recommended it. And it's for $5,840. It consists of 4 cameras for buildings and 4 for poles and the recording box and the labor and whatever. And we will have to provide 110 volts for some of the cameras in the places that he wants to locate them.
So are they wireless or not wireless?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
That would be a concern to me, just to be honest, because anything that's wired, they can cut it and then it's useless.
Network transmitter and receivers, $610. So I assume it's wireless.
Is this for discussion, or are you looking to get a motion to pay?
Well, he wanted us to consider paying it. We can put it off till next month though, and get more detail on it, which would be fine with me.
I'll just do a table and be able to answer your questions.
Yeah. I with that. Okay. Comments from the board or the audience? Yes, Gregory.
It's hard for me to stand up. My name is Craig Westrup, and I've been a tenant at the airport for 30-some years. Before that, where I learned to fly in 1960, something like that. I forget how long ago it was. I heard this story that there's going to be a flagpole installed. Could anybody tell me about that?
That's correct.
Why?
Put our flag up.
What flag would that be?
The flag of the United States of America.
Well, how exactly is this going to work? Are we going to have a flag detail that's going to raise it and lower
No,
it? Is
it's
this
gonna
going to
have
be?
a light on it.
And where's it going to be located?
It'd be located by the terminal, coming out of the terminal on the right-hand side.
I think that's kind of a waste of money. And personally, being a 20-year, 4 months, and 11-day veteran, and also in the war in Vietnam, I think I was there too for 13 months. I really don't see the need for having an additional flag in town. And I'd be perfectly happy if there wasn't one. I think it's a waste of money and we shouldn't be doing that. I think there's better places to spend money in town than put a flagpole out there.
Okay.
That's my comment. All right? Thank you.
Thank you, Gregory.
Any other comments? If not, I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next meeting, September 7th at 6 o'clock.